Hey, what's going on, guys? We're here with Megan Brancher after the USAPL North Carolina State Championship, where we came out with a 345 kilo total. Now, take us to nationals. Perfect. And a couple of things we've been experimenting with really over the years is strategies to warm up during your powerlifting meets. Okay, so obviously you don't want to do too much. You don't want to have an actual workout before you actually go lift a bunch of weights, but you also want to best prepare your body in such a way that it's going to behoove you on the platform. So these are a couple of things that we did today. So the first thing that we're going to start with is the overhead position wall dead bug. So the whole idea here is that we're going to come down to a hips flex position, and Megan is pushing her palms into the wall. Okay? Obviously, she's at a point where she can extend her arms straight up overhead, and then from here, she's going to breathe deep into the diaphragm, into the belly, and tap heels out to the ground. So she can keep them straight like this, or she can also keep her knees bent and just tap right down. Maybe a little bit farther out. There you go. So anywhere in between there, from legs straight out to knees straight down, will help. Basically what we have in this position is obviously a little bit of a variation on the classic dead bug, where your hands are overhead. This just promotes a little bit of extra challenge to the core, also promotes a little bit more mobility in the shoulders. And so here we have our traditional glute bridge, and we're also working on some internal hip rotation by squeezing something hard in between the knees. Foam roller, that width usually is just about right for most people. So the whole idea is just to keep the feet dug into the ground, squeezing the hips straight up, while trying to also put the squeeze on the foam roller. Something that's good for both your squats and your deadlifts. And finally, we have neck rotations in a quadruped position. So this is good for a lot of things. I mean, obviously, number one, we're here in the equivalent of a deep squat position, just at a horizontal as opposed to vertical angle. And then with neck rotations, we're stimulating the vestibular system and really turning on some of these neck and spinal erectors. So leading with the eyes and keeping the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Megan is slightly pushing herself back into her hips and looking up as far as she can and tucking the chin down. Now she can also go side to side, looking over one shoulder and then the other, trying to find her feet. By doing this and squeezing the armpit on the same side that she's looking at, she's really helping to activate her lats, which for just about every power lift is something that we want to accomplish. Very cool, Megan. And of course, these can be done with toes curled under or feet flat, whatever's most comfortable. So these are things that you can use in your warm-up for your training, but specifically the reason that we like to emphasize these in the warm-up for competition day is because they're not taking anything away from you, promoting muscular fatigue or anything like that. And it certainly has worked out for us, at least today. So give those a shot. Let me know what you think.